Hello everybody, my name is Andre and in this video I'm going to show you a crazy cool effect that I made for GoHighLevel websites. As you can see, it's an image that turns into a video as you scroll and also rewinds as you scroll back up. Basically, it's a video scrubbing effect. As you can see, this is how it looks with this particular video. It gives you the impression that the background as an image is rotating, right? Or depending on what video you are using. So let's hop into the GoHighLevel website builder and start creating this really cool effect. So the first thing you want to do is just create a big green section, and if you want, just add a header with a logo and menu. These things aren't really relevant, but I added just for demonstration purposes. And on the green section, add a video background type. Set the video options to cover, and video loop, set it false or true, doesn't matter, because we have some custom code that takes care of that. So let's open up the code editor and see exactly what's going on here. First of all, if you want this exact code, you can pause the video and copy the exact code and paste it into your website. Or if you have my Notion doc, you can get it from there because you have lifetime updates. So just refresh the link and you will have this effect into your Notion doc. And if you want to get my Notion doc, there is a link in the description from where you can get the document, which contains tons and tons of effects, plus of course this one. So this is the exact code. You just need to replace this ID here with the ID of your section, so the ID of the green section, which is located here, this one where it says CSS selector. Perfect. Below that, as you can see, we select the video, which is mapped to the section, right? And below that, we add the scroll video class, we set the attributes preload, auto, we mute the video, we remove the attributes loop, autoplay, and controls, because we don't want to have controls, we don't want to be automatically played when we load the page and so on. And then we have this thing here, scroll per second. This is 50 pixels. So basically whenever you scroll 50 pixels on the page, that is the equivalent of 1 second of your video. Of course, you can change this to what value you want, for example 100. And if we save, as you can see, the animation is a bit slower, right? So depending on what type of effect you want, you can change this value right here. Of course, if you want a really fast animation, you can go 20, and let's see exactly how this one looks. And as you can see, it's pretty fast, right? As you can see in this preview right here. But of course, as you can see, it finishes quite early. So yeah, 20 pixels, not that good. Perfect. Now, bear in mind that this effect is, let's say, in a beta stage, so you might encounter some issues depending on the video that you are trying to use. First of all, this is how it looks on mobile. Don't mind this. It works on mobile as well, but you need to adjust that value there, right? Because otherwise it will finish too fast. So maybe 100 would work really well for mobile. Let's give it a try. And yeah, as you can see, it rotates much slower and works better for mobile. Of course, this video is not the best for mobile, but you got the point. Now, what I mean by this effect being in a beta stage? Well, some videos might not work well. For example, this one right here. The bigger the resolution you have, the laggier it will be. As you can see, this one is a bit laggier because the effect transforms the video into a set of images corresponding to each frame. Sometimes it becomes very, very laggy. So from what I've tested, the best videos are quite short, let's say 15-20 seconds, and they need to be HD 720p or 1080p. Larger than that, it becomes quite laggy, and the frame rate needs to be 25. So yeah, depending on what type of video you have, you need to adjust it and play around with it until it looks quite nice. But this type of video doesn't look too well. On the other hand, if you have a video with a rotating item or something, it looks quite nice. For example, this cherry right here, the first time when I tried it, it was 4K resolution, 30 frames per second, and it didn't look that nice. But now that I have a 720p version of it with a frame rate of 25 frames, it looks much better. Of course, you need to adjust the value here, let's say 50, otherwise it will be quite slow, right? Again, it depends on the length of the video. And as you can see now, it looks better. Still a bit snappy because, as I said, the video transforms in images, and now you are playing images, right? Whenever you scroll, you switch to a different image corresponding to a different frame of the actual video, right? So yeah, this is basically the effect, but of course I will try to improve this effect and try to find another way to make it a bit smoother. So yeah, if you want the effect, as I said, you can get it from my Notion doc, or you can pause the video and get the code from here. I will show it to you again. This is the code. And yeah, if you're on my Notion doc, there's a link in the description. Click on it, grab it. And if you're curious to see another crazy cool effect made for GoHighLevel websites, check out this video.